So this is actually some good news that I have been dying to talk about. The Supreme Court actually did something right. I'm kind of blown away that they actually did something right, but it was a 9-0. I mean, even psycho Clarence Thomas, he voted that the Trump administration has to bring back Abrego Garcia. That was the Maryland man who had no criminal record, was snatched up and sent to the gulag in El Salvador. He was an El Salvadorian who came to this country back in 2011, and he was trying to escape either gang violence or, I think it was gang violence, and that he was here, seeking asylum from that. And us sending him back, I mean, we don't even know that this guy is still alive. But at the very same time, finally, the Supreme Court said in a unanimous fashion, which is absolutely shocking. I'm kind of blown away that they would actually, all of them, including Clarence Thomas and Alito, both of those psychos still said, nah, man, you can't just be, you can't just pick up people willy-nilly without any due process and just send them to a gulag in El Salvador. You can't do that. So now he is not back yet, but the fact that the Supreme Court in a unanimous fashion did that gives me just this much hope. I saw Laura Ingraham the other day, which normally would be like, anybody off of Fox News would be like, well, Donald Trump is doing the right thing and he's just kicking out people. Well, this time she was actually, well, the Supreme Court, they said there was a unanimous decision and, I guess you just have to bring him back. So even though she looked really miserable about saying it, she even said that Donald Trump has got to do this. Now, of course, she doesn't have any power over him. And honestly, this is kind of where we're at the loggerhead here. Is Donald Trump going to do what the court said? I saw an interview with Laura Ingraham with Donald Trump before the election last year where she said, you're going to follow court orders, right? And he goes, I always followed the court orders. Honey, he hasn't been following court orders at all up until this point. So we are going to find out whether or not he's going to bring this guy home. I also heard that Mahmoud Khalil, who is the Columbia grad student, green card holder, husband of an American citizen with a baby on the way, he was snatched up and taken to Louisiana to an ICE facility there. And a court said, you absolutely have to let this guy go. Because neither Abrego Garcia or Khalil has had charges put against them by the American government. They absolutely said that Khalil did absolutely nothing wrong. They said that there's absolutely no charges. So why did they snatch him up? Because they don't like his speech. I thought that the left was the speech police, but when you actually have a Gestapo wearing masks, snatching people off the street, it seems to me that y'all are more the ones that are trying to police free speech. You snatched up that Tufts grad student and you marched her off to the Louisiana ICE facility. She's still not out. You have over 250 people that they sent to the gulag in El Salvador, and they have been slowly investigating the people that have been, because they didn't even know hardly anybody that was on that plane. They didn't give any notice. There's not a lot of investigative journalism before they put them on a plane and sent them there. So last week it was like 75% of those people have no criminal record. Now it's 90% of those people have no criminal record. So and God, I hope Donald Trump actually complies with the Supreme Court order to bring home Abrego Garcia. That means that a lot of the other people, like the guy who has the autism awareness patch on his arm, tattoo on his arm, or the that gay hairdresser from Venezuela. You know, they're going to have to start bringing these people home. And let's just all cross our fingers and hope that the mad fascist king actually complies. But it's a good piece of news coming from the Supreme Court in a sea of shit that is, you know, that our current political climate. So let's give a round of applause to the conservatives on the Supreme Court. Wow, you did something good. Cheers. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like and subscribe. Keep rocking.